Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I said I was going to post on Thursdays, but on Thursday I did film a whole look. I filmed a whole Valentine's Day inspired video, and when I edited it, unfortunately afterwards, I lost all the footage. So I figured I would just scratch that whole video and just film something new, something fun and fresh. So I'm going to be doing the Bratz challenge. I don't know if you've seen it, but on like Instagram there's this trend that's been going around where people have transformed themselves into Bratz dolls. I think the look I chose is inspired by Martin. Cool. I really want to make sure I give him that credit, so I'm gonna go double check. So this look was created by Martin Cantos. That is whose inspiration I'm taking from. I want to give him proper credit. So I will pop the look on the screen, either here or over here, wherever. So it is really yellow, and I love neon yellow. I love any type of yellow. So I will obviously be incorporating a lot of yellow. And there's the trend where people like actually do the eyes, but I see Nikki Tutorials do this, and she just extended like her inner corner. So I think I'm gonna do that because I don't really want to do like heavy eye makeup, plus like I'm not really experienced in like special effects. So yeah. And I don't really have all the supplies to do that, so I'll probably just like extend my inner corner with like a black eyeshadow or something, like to give the illusion that my eyes are like bigger, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. So let's just get started. So I'm just gonna do my base first because the eyes are just like, it shouldn't be too dramatic because the look I chose was kind of like dulled down a little. It wasn't like as intense as what the other people have been doing. So yeah, so I'm going to prime with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. Just putting some on my finger and then all over my face. I also seen James Charles do this as well, so I will try to link their videos down below if you want to check those out. Next, I'm going to be applying my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I'm in the shade 200. This is my Holy Grail foundation. I use it literally all the time. It's such a great foundation. I know some people have like hits and it's like a hit or miss foundation. Like it's definitely not for everyone because of how matte it is, but I personally like a really matte foundation, and plus it's really long wearing as well. So it's my favorite foundation. So yeah, I also want to try her concealers, so if you have tried them, let me know your thoughts down below, because honestly it's cheaper than the concealer I use currently, and since I do use the foundation, I think the concealer will just be perfect match. Plus, I don't know how I feel about the concealer I use. I use it because it's something I have, and I just never really buy a whole lot of face products. So that's the foundation. I'm just going to apply the concealer in the shade, oh, it's from Urban Decay All Nighter in the shade Fair. Yeah. It's not really my shade, but I do like a really bright under eye. So I'm just doing under my eyes, bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and then anywhere I might have a pimple or two. And then I like to put some on my smile lines as well. So I'm just going to blend in that concealer. If I'm looking over here, it's because I'm without my glasses, I can't really see straight ahead of me. So my mirror's over here, so I can make sure my makeup is blended. Because I've had that happen before when I literally went out with like a strip of concealer, like unblended down the center of my face. So I just like to overblend, I call it. I just like to blend until like I physically can't blend anymore. So that's for the concealer. Next, I'm going to set that, but before I set, I'm just going to take just a plain brush and kind of just really make sure that concealer is there, just like a little more like blended so it doesn't crease before I set it. So now I'm just going to set it with my Maybelline translucent powder. And then I'm just going to put powder where I put the concealer. And then just all over my face. So now it's time to bronze, and I'm going to be using the Morphe bronzer in the shade Debutante. And I'm just going to take this big, large, fluffy brush. And then I'm just going to contour. And then my forehead. I'm really going to go a little heavy on the bronzer, just because Bratz dolls have that really like defined look. Well, all dolls do. I'm just going to tap in just a little more. And then I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and really just like, define my nose. So instead of just like doing how I normally would. So I'm going to put this brush away and I'm going to grab this one's too big. Actually, maybe not. So it's just this dome-topped little brush. All of the brushes I'm using are from Morphe. So it just looks like that. I think it's just going to be really good to like, define. I have no product. I was just doing that to like shape it out. So I'm just going to dip into that same bronzer and try to make my nose look like a doll's would. So I'm just really like making my nose look hella skinny. And then so I kind of just like mapped it out. I'm gonna go in just like a teensy bit more and just define the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to take a beauty blender, just not wet, just a beauty blender, and I'm gonna go back into that powder and just pack it on the sides of my nose. I'm trying to be careful because I do have my nose pierced, and technically I shouldn't be wearing makeup, but I put my makeup around it, so yeah. If the nose contour looks a little choppy, that is why. And then I'm gonna go in with a just fluffy brush, kind of just blend. Actually, I'm gonna take just a little baby brush. So it's kind of like the illusion of a smaller nose, or at least like a smaller bridge. Oh, I have something in my eye. Probably just like an eyelash. So now that we have contoured the nose, I'm gonna go in with blush, because in the photo she has a really peach toned blush more than a coral blush like I normally do. I'm going to use the Kylie Jenner blush in the shade Barely Legal, and just an angled blush brush, and then apply it to the apples of my cheeks and really like focus it in the apples of the cheeks, because she does have that really flushed look. And I'm not going to put any on my nose like I normally would, because she just doesn't have it like that. So next is highlighter. She has more of a whitish highlight than like a rose gold or like a champagne highlight. So I have this Milani highlight in the shade Afterglow. So I'm just gonna take a Morphe brush and just apply this to the high points of my face. She is really glowy, so that's what I'm going for. She is super glowy. And then Cupid's bow and chin. And then, excuse me, I'm going to take a small brush, go back into the highlight, make sure the brush is coated, and just focus this on the top part, like the top of bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose, and that's it. Just here and here. So not like the full nose, ooh. Just like here and here. That's it. So, ooh, sorry, I might have an inch. So next is the eyeshadow. I'm gonna prime my lids using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Hold on, I think my dog wants to come in here. Yep. My dog is super needy, so that's why he always just wants to be with me, even when I'm filming. He likes to make himself well known. So the eyes are gonna be like super simple because it's literally just yellow. So first I'm gonna take the James and Morphe palette and use the yellow in the center here. I think that's called Tune. And I'm going to take a fluffy brush and put that. I'm gonna use it as like a transition shade and put that Tune shade in my crease. You always do a transition shade no matter what. So it's just like a yellow based color. I'm just gonna leave the door open for him. So I applied the Tune, and I'm going to dip into this neon shade, neon yellow, called B, I believe. And I am just going to take that on a more dense brush. So I'm dipping into B, really saturating the brush, and then I'm going to apply that all, my brushes, all over my lid. And like really do it, like go there. So I'm still just dipping into B. And just packing it all over my lid. Like I said, just really bringing it high up. Get it over here. Just completely saturate the eye with yellow, and then like wing out the shadow like I always do. And I'm going to take a more fluffy brush. This one's kind of stained, but I know there's no product on it. And I'm gonna dip into my Lunar Beauty palette. Actually, I'm gonna use the brush in here, this more packer style brush, and dip into the shade Campy, the yellow shade, and just really get in there. And then just apply that on top of that bee color because I really want to intensify it. And then I'm just taking the dual ended and kind of just blending. So I'm probably just going to do this to the other eye. Really just pack it on in. And then on the fluffy brush, just dip into B. And put that on top. And it's I'm literally just going back and forth between the yellows because I just really want to build up the intensity. I don't know if I should like wet the brush because I don't know. I'm gonna try it. Just wetting my brush, and I'm gonna dip into the yellow from the Lunar Beauty palette. It might just make it wet because it's not going to intensify the mattes. Feels like that's not what it's for, I guess. Oh, I'm just gonna take a clean brush, like literally like a brush I never used before, dip into that yellow. Spray the yellow. And then just kind of go ham. I don't know why, but I think one of the brushes I used had like leftover product because this eye looks kind of like, it has like orange or like a brown in it. Hold up. Could I just make this easier on myself and like dip my beauty blender? This is all process of elimination. I'm dipping my blender into the Lunar Beauty palette and I'm just gonna stamp it on my eye. Actually, that kind of worked. I'm probably gonna have some yellow fallout. I don't know how James makes this work or like what, like maybe it's just like my eyes because when he uses the yellow it looks like so bright. Maybe it's just the lighting. Honestly, like the lighting in my room is not the best. So hold up. I mean, it doesn't look as bright as I wanted it to, but I mean, it looks like you can see it's yellow. It's just it's not as bright as I would want it, and I literally put like a bajillion layers. I'm just going to because now I feel like I have like all yellow under here because I've just been going ham. So I'm just gonna add a little more powder under my eyes. You know, I'm just going in with a beauty blender at this point. Gonna let it sit. And then I'm gonna just wipe away the beak. And in the photo, she has very intense like white in her inner corner with a sparkle. So I'm going to take, I'm not sure what it's called. Check. Ring Light from the James Charles palette. This second shade right here. Ring Light. And mix it with a touch of face. Just like the littlest bit, but. And then gonna highlight the inner. I didn't. And then I'm going to just make the illusion that I have more of a tear duct by dragging out that shade. Just so it kind of opens my eye. I think that looks really good. And so now that we did the eyes, I'm going to apply a coat of mascara. And she had really like Bratz dolls do have wings, but I am not good at wing liner on myself. I'm better on it on other people. So we're just not. And I'm just applying like a small coat of mascara, kind of to make it look like I have a wispy lashes like she does. And then Bratz dolls have like 3 like little lower lashes, I guess, but I don't know if I want to draw those on or just like do like lower lash mascara. I just did my lower lashes. And I think so I just put a little mascara on my lower lash line. Just because she doesn't have any underneath, so I'm just gonna make any eyeshadow underneath, so I'm just gonna leave it be. And so that's the eyes. And then so now for the lips. Bratz dolls have like really like overlined lips, so I'm going to take this Bite Beauty eyeliner, the lip. I have the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the Lippy Pencil, actually. It's a collab with Bretman Rock in the shade BFF3. And I'm just going to overline my lip like Bratz dolls do. They're really like lined, but in a weird way. I don't know how to describe how they are. Kind of like that. And then yeah, kind of like that. So I just overlined my lips. And I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Metallized lipstick in the shade Bobby Dazzle. And I'm gonna fill this in. So it's just kind of clear. I'm trying to like, I just broke the lipstick. I fixed it. Okay. So, and then in the photo, he has a little bit, well, the doll, not he, the doll has some yellow on top, kind of on like her Cupid's bow. So I'm just mixing Tune and B in the James Charles palette. And I'm gonna put that in on my Cupid's bow. Kind of like that. I'm gonna dip back into B. And really try to get up there. I wish I had like a yellow like lipstick, but I think this works. So I'm just going to put some setting spray on. And then I have a beanie to look like the photo. So I'm just gonna spray this Maybelline setting spray. Oh, I think I got some in my hair. Just gonna spray another coat. And then I'm going to pop on my beanie because she has a yellow beanie. Let me just take the glasses off and pop this beanie on. So this is the final Bratz challenge look. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Always remember, be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. Bye.